And welcome to Goa News. Now, today we have three firebrand activists. One turned into politician today, but three firebrand activists. So, we have Olencio Simoes. He's Congress candidate for Cortalim constituency. Along with him, we have one of the firebrand, leader and activist from Quelossim, Lupino, and no need of any introduction. Goencho is Ekvott is because of him, the Orville Dourado. So, welcome to you all in our channel. First question will be: are you an activist first or Congress leader first?
First, see, my start took place because of GRE, that is the Goencho Ekvott. So I have been taught by my seniors what to do, how to do, and from there we have started taking up all issues. And today you can say that I am a leader of Congress Party, but I am a union leader first. I am an association head first, and definitely their issues will be taken up as a leader of the Congress Party.
And when you say you are activist also first, so as an activist we have seen you taking around issues of common people, especially of fishermen, coal pollution, double tracking. You're always into it. So what made you to actually think that, okay, no, not activist, I should be there in politics first?
See, activism is something which is not a bread or butter, or politics is not bread and butter. Why we should become activists? Why we should become politicians? First of all, there is a reason and cause for it. Because when there is injustice done, when a particular community is sidelined, or when the government policies are against the general public, where livelihoods are in stake, where future is in stake, where environmental degradation is in stake, that's the time we have to move out from our comfort zone and become an activist. Today, becoming an activist is not an easy task. We have sacrificed our career to save our village, our community. And the same thing goes to politics. Why do we enter into politics? Politics is a tool to govern faster. Because not that we are not doing as activists, but we want to enter in the assembly to bring good legislation, not legislations which are brought in midnight or early morning, which is political motivated bills. Today we have seen all the laws which have been passed are against the environment, against the livelihoods of the traditional communities across Goa.
But do you think that sometimes it backfires when you say that I am activist? Then suddenly we say that, okay, so activists are not politics and also the backfires alagi that has given a boost to your motto of coming into politics.
No, I see. First of all, there are some people who think that even politicians are corrupt. There are some people who feel that activists should remain an activist. Why is this perception? Everybody should be an activist in his own form. Everyone should be a politician in his own form, because everything is dependent on this. Politics is whatever we eat, where is dependent on these politicians. They are like our father. We have parents at home, but these people have a bigger role. Our parents probably have a role in their particular short family or their family. But today we have to take care of the entire families across Cortalim. So it becomes a duty for everyone to take this initiative. Not only me, I encourage everyone, all youth, because I know today in Cortalim constituency there are almost 10,000 youths. Come forward, take issues, make this a better place for you and all to live for.
When we see activists, what mostly is that bunch of people who are actually having concern for the environment of their village or Goa. So that's a small bunch. But when it was politics, there's a large chunk of people behind. So now when you have a combination, activist and politician, what kind of support you are getting now with this stage?
Yeah, I think first of all it is an add-on to me, because I will understand the problems. Because today politicians are jumping into political fray, and we know they get activated only 5 months before election, and their kind of social service or service to the community is donation based social service. I have not done like that. We have genuinely worked for the last 5 years or 10 years and solving people's misery, bringing them out from that. That is called service to the people, not just giving donation for sports, donation for dramas, donation for this at election time, and after that going to hibernation. That is not politics. So I think this is an add-on to me, because people know that Olencio is a genuine face and will genuinely work towards the interest of the constituency, and will be there and will always be there, irrespective whether I lose or win this election.
We'll come to the political section later on. First, we'll ask Lupin Bab.
Yes, sir.
You are also seen as one of the activists. One of the biggest project of Mini India is stopped because of you.
Yes.
Okay, today nobody can do anything because you are standing as a wall to that project, and you, since you have said that it is against the interest of the village, why Olencio you chose?
I have chose as Olencio. Since Olencio is an activist, he has raised his voice against the double tracking, against the coal, against so many other projects which are coming, which are harming the people. Now, once he is an activist, he knows which are the issues which is to be brought in the legislative assembly. Once if he is elected, so he will be knowing the ground reality, exactly what are the problems of the public and what he can raise the issues. Now suppose if anything is harming, nobody can stop him raising the issues in the assembly, because he has an authority now if he is elected. But as an activist, he will not have that much access to go and raise the issues in the assembly session.
So you agree that activists should also, now it's a time for them to come into active politics.
Active politics, because that is the main thing where you can raise the issue, and you can raise in such a way that the law should be shown to the legislature, and the law should be made in such a way that all the environment and whatever the things which are harming the public should be stopped.
You had two options. One was Alina Saldana, since she was also helping you in that project against which you were fighting, and you had Olencio. What made you to come towards this? Is that Olencio is more vocal?
Yes, certainly, because see, when you are becoming an MLA or whoever, you should have a punch, you should have an authority, and you should decide the things. You are the main person who is to be deciding the whole constituency. If you are unable to defend that, or you have you cannot use your authority, then there is no meaning in supporting this.
She could not take that authority or that power, or
I don't see, mostly as far as my expectation. So I was expecting many more things from her, but she could not raise to that expectation. So that is the reason why I have chosen.
Orville Bab. Goencho Ekvott has been always vocal. It's an activist group taking all the issues of the people. Now, behind what I have heard, behind Olencio's political career, you are also one of the main support.
Yeah, I am.
So what made you to push Olencio into the field of politics?
Okay, I will say first of all, I am here in Goa. I left a very, very promising career in the United Arab Emirates, where I was holding up one of the top positions in the construction industry for Middle East and North Africa. And when major issues were affecting Goa, especially the double tracking, which was part of the three linear projects, I thought I looked around, and there was only one person I could see in the constituency. From at a far angle, I saw there was a youth. He was in Aam Aadmi Party at that point of time, and we approached him, got him on board at Goencho Ekvott, which we created. Goencho Ekvott itself was created. Why? For the very reason that our MLA, she had created a small group of Wakat, which was called Wakat, which was not functioning as was supposed to function.
What's that Wakat?
Wakat, Village Action Committee Against Double Tracking. where I was the chairman. And we had a good team actually. Some punches from Welsong and other known figures in the. But certain things were not happening which was supposed to be there, because it appeared that our MLA was compromised. She was taking us to the CM and doing things which are possibly behind our back, which we were not coming out in the open. Something was discussed and something else was happening.
But we found, since I am a journalist, I have found her always active on certain issues, like especially on rubble tracking.
Yes, she was there and she used to be there. But at a certain point of time, say for example, when the motion was taken, regarding the double tracking in the assembly, 10:30 p.m. in the night, she decides to walk away on citing medical ground that she has a medical appointment at 10:30 p.m. in the night. She had to stand for Goa, she had to stand for Cortalim, and she had to stand for Goa against this project. So how can we, be a part of this? Our credibility is also on the line, being associated with her. That is where we found this gentleman, Olencio. He was with us. We have been on the tracks even post midnight. We were there at virtually all along the belt, maybe in Daboli, in Cortalim constituency, Nuve constituency, in Kunkoli constituency, where we have been very successful. We have stopped double tracking in that area as part of Goencho Ekvott. He is also our general secretary at Goencho Ekvott, and he has so many credits. He has fought against the CZMP. So many issues, the Major Ports Authority bill. He was the spearhead of this agitation, one of the spearheads. So why we should, as I'm a senior now, I'm approaching mid-age already. So this is the time not for us, it is for time for people like the youth like Olencio to stand up for Goa. We are there as mentors, we can be there as guides for such youth. And I appeal, just as he has appealed, I appeal to all the youth of Goa, those who are in college or in universities, please, this is our chance. Stand up for Goa. Yeah, just as Olencio has done. You have to back. Yeah, this is your chance to back and say yes and be counted. Don't go after politicians because they are giving you freebies. Also, I see certain parties, they are giving 2,000, 5,000, free electricity, free water. We are not here as beggars. We can go and have, our Goan, especially the Goan diaspora, has excelled overseas. Why? Because there was no backers for us. But despite that, our diaspora has excelled, and the same thing can be replicated in Goa. Yeah. So we have our education backup. We have everything. What we need is, we need not run after politicians who are offering them freebies. Stand by people like Olencio, like Captain Virat. You understand? These are the people we need to be in the assembly. That's why our full backing for this gentleman, Olencio.
I'll come back to more politics on that. Before we move on, I just wanted to know, you are holding post in GRE, you are holding post in NFF, National Fish Worker Forum, you are holding post in Goencho Ekvott, then you are also fighting for fishermen cause. So many things. How you are handling or how you are managing all so many things?
Yeah, like I said, I have given my whole time, it basically you can say 24 hours in a day, my career for Goa, because nothing is above Goa. No love is above Goa. We have to give our maximum. If we have a big career in life, let's assume we have but we don't have our Goa, what's the use of that career? If you don't have our beautiful beaches, what's the use of this life? If you don't have clean environment, then what's the use of the money you earn? We have seen what has happened in COVID time, and still if we are in the back foot, and if we don't fight against these anti-environmental projects, then how will our future be sustained? We have to remember our ancestors. It is because of their dedication, it is because of their sacrifice. Today we are standing tall, and Goa is an international tourist destination because of them, because they protected our villages. So it is our duty, moral duty, to do the same. And yes, it is a very tedious job. It is a very difficult job, but still I am surviving with all my supporters, well-wishers who are there as a mentor to me and who always guide me at different stages of my career.
Now, if elected tomorrow, What about these all forums? What about this
Yeah.
post? What you will do?
Yes, so definitely I will hand the chance to someone who is who is capable of taking it. But I am confident that all these forums which I am handling, their issues which have been lingering around for several decades, will be solved in the next election and in the next assembly, when I win this election.
Just now I found you very emotional because since we were talking about Goa, the emotions came out. I could feel tears in your eyes. But before anything else, I just wanted to know: do you miss Mathani this time?
Yes, absolutely. I miss my uncle Matani, and unfortunately my dad also, which I lost just 1 year back. In fact, when he was in the hospital, we were conducting a meeting against the trilinear project. It was very difficult for me, because I feel very bad that I could not be for my dad at the time when I wanted. But I know there was a bigger thing, bigger destruction which was planned for Goa. But still, I wish these two were there for me. They will have been very proud at this time, and I'm sure they have been blessed. They have blessed me and proud of this decision what I have taken today.
One personal question: your auntie is also there in politics. You are also in politics. One, both have same energy. But you had any conversation that at least since we both have same aim, we could have, you know, one could have compromised on this.
Yes, certainly we had a discussion on this. We spoke, we discussed the issue. So I personally requested her by joining my hands that, see, this election is about Goa, about the future of Goa, which Matani has fought selflessly for the last 40 years. And I remember Matani used to say, they should, politics should be not for forever, 5 years or last 10 years. If you hand the baton to someone else, make a good leader. But somewhere I felt now she took a decision by leaving her party and going to another party, which was shocking, which she never told none of us actually, and which clearly shows that if for the last 10 years, if you could not perform and if you think still something is balanced, still something has to be done, then I think it would have been more sense that you will have given to your nephew, which was anyways fighting irrespective of anyone's support, and with a very difficult times, which we are fighting tooth and nail, and we have won against this with the government. Although it is her own government which has filed 2 cases against me, but still we have not stopped and we have gone ahead fighting for the cause of the people, because we are genuinely working. We are not come for politics for a bread and butter. We have come in politics to make people's life easier.
Why I asked you this question? Because if so many candidates, there will be a chance of split of votes. Do you all agree with this?
Definitely.
So, since you also worked with Madam Alina, you also worked with her. You all made any attempts, or you all thought to at least what could have been the better chance, he or she?
So this I think, as far as my view goes on, so I would have say that Olencio will have a better chance to win.
No. Chance of winning is different. It's a voters decide. 2% from one family only, right? So, division of votes, same villages,
They both should have compromised, and only one candidate should have been.
lesser the candidate.
Yeah, it would have better. They
What
would
is
have the
your
better
view?
prospect.
Madam Alina, she had her time. 10 years, I think, is long enough for a MLA to show what he or she can do to the constituency. I think she should have stepped down in the favor of Olencio, Simoes, because all that she used to say was that she has certain projects which are yet to be accomplished. I don't see a reason why a person of Olencio, who is learning, I'm not saying he's perfect, but he's learning every single day. He's putting 12, 14 hours of his time, He's put his 10 years of his youth for this activity, issues and things like that. So I don't see a reason why she did not think of on those lines, that he could have also taken her husband's legacy, the late Matani Saldana. So, it's a choice. You're free. India is a free country, so.
Few days back, your office was ransacked. some people came, even laptop was stolen. Such kind of politics. Is it really required to have such kind of politics, or we can have a peaceful, free and fair election?
Absolutely. See, so when someone, I will be so happy that if I could find a real suitable candidate who promises to do different things for constituency. But here I see that these people who are there here in politics and which were shielded for the last 10 years, and unfortunately our MLA could not stop what these illegal activities are taking place in Cortalim constituency. Somewhere this is not healthy. This looks like it is just for power, just to be there and stop someone who wants to do something better. We have to encourage someone. If I feel that today someone is better than me and who is doing who has a capacity to do something good more than me, I will be happy even to support that person. But here it is opposite.
You mean to say you would have supported, despite of being candidate?
No, I'm saying before the candidate. Today I have already taken the decision. But initially also I had clearly said that if I feel there is someone who is better and who is going to raise the issue of the common people and genuinely solve it so that our future is secured, then definitely I will have withdrawn in that person's favor. But today if I see what is happening, these candidates are coming, ransacking, they know that they are in fear. They know that if I win, I will do something good. So they don't want this good to happen for the constituency. We have seen in Zuari Nagar the situation what they are living now. These few candidates are coming from Sakwal area. What have they done for Zuari Nagar? There is sewage all over the place. They are living in front of this dirty sewage. There is garbage everywhere. There is no water. There is no water which they get 2-3 days. There is no water which does not reach the houses. No electricity. Lord, another situation. Every day there is crime. Every day there are fights. What is happening?
What you promises? What you have since Mathani? I remember he had made a special manifesto for Cortalim and one for Zuarinagar. What you have promised now for them?
First of all, I have also moved in that same line. Every village, I have made a manifesto, and in general, the entire manifesto is ready of mine. Zuari Nagar, I will see that the people of Zuari Nagar will never complain about sewage, garbage, water and electricity. These are these basic amenities which has to be given to them on priority, because as per the constitution, we have to respect whoever they are. They are not guinea pigs. I feel they have been used only for election, and after that they have been given names or whatever which is known all over Goa. But they are the most hard-working, sincere people. They are from the farming community, because I respect two people in this society. That is the farming community and the fishing community, because of them today we get our food. So these people have to be given the highest respect, but unfortunately they have been exploited to 10-0, and which I will see that this exploitation, especially law and order situation, will be in place in Zuari Nagar for the next 5 years.
One question we have been asking to almost all the candidates. It's not so important for you because you are already doing it. It's about coal pollution. As a journalist, I have been reporting about it, and as an activist, you people have been raising about it. How important this issue should have been taken by the candidate? As a candidate of Cortalim, do you think that your party should also focus this issue, because this issue is pertaining to the health?
Absolutely, because see, as I told, that these candidates who are there here never raised any issues of the village or their ward. I don't know what are their vision for Cortali, because coal issue was there. Several other issues were there. CRZ, CZMP, nationalization of rivers, port limits. There are so many issues. Where are these people? Why they were not there? And it was we who started that agitation in 2016 in Vasco, when the expansion plans of port had started. And that's the time we told the whole Goa that coal is going to come all over Goa. And today it is coming into reality. So we have to see today health. Health is wealth. If there is no health, then what future we have? We have seen what COVID has done. Most patients who have died in COVID are comorbid patients. Why this comorbidity is taking place? Because of pollution. The more pollution, the more sicknesses which will arise. So we have to see that such destructive project in such a small state of Goa will create massive destruction in terms of health, livelihood, and professional.
So if you are elected, no double tracking.
Absolutely no double tracking, because it is we who started even the double tracking issue in 2018. We are the ones who signed objections in Valsa, Pali, Izorsi, and we have started the agitation, and then followed by now when everyone has come together to fight this double tracking issue.
Your last word, all of you, why people should vote for you?
See, I have been working genuinely for Goa and solving the issues for the last 10 years. I think what Goa needs is clean air, clean environment, and basic amenities has to be solved. And I promise to the people of Goa that I will work in sincerity and see that every issue in Cortalim constituency which has not been solved will be solved for the next 5 years to my maximum of my ability and with my entire team support.
Your turn. Why they should vote?
Yeah, the people should vote him because he has got the good qualities of a leader, and a leader is always a leader. So the leader only can solve the problems of the people, whatever it is, and so that's the reason why the people should elect.
Your final thing?
10 years of one's prime life, that's the youth, 25 to 35 years. Anyone giving this time of his life, where mostly people will look for their employment, their careers, enhancing their careers. Here is a youth, Olencio Simoes, who put those 10 very, very critical years of his life, for Goa, I would say, for Goa, not only for Cortalim, for Goa, and also for the rest of India, especially regarding the CRZ regulation, the fishing community across the coastal states. So we have in here a leader whose sincerity to Mother Goa is unquestionable. I appeal to all the voters, please vote with your conscience. Here is a candidate who will do justice to all of us, irrespective of our caste or creed or from wherever we hail from.
Thank you everybody. You all really answered nicely, and we wish Olencio Simoes all the best for his election. Thank you very much.
Thank you.